from me too. Yeah, this isn't just you guys. The gameplay is completely frozen. Oh, JhavA's back. BowMan is apparently on a bit of a delay, so we're gonna have to wait for that to catch up. Sigma, there's a 2.85 second delay that you need to add to BowMan. That was what I calculated earlier. 2.85 seconds delay for BowMan. That's what it was earlier. That should fix it. I get them both synced up. Also, you need to DM me or put in the server the link to the tracker and to the comms page, because that link has changed. Once you do that, I can get everything updated and we can be good to go. Thank you very much, Sigma. Yeah, they had space jumped in there. I'll add that. I assume that's what they found in Rune Gallery is that wave beam. Hopefully we ain't missed too much. Oh, JhavA has Varia. Okay. Varia suit. We'll see if BowMan has it when they go to morph or whatever, or go third person for any reason. Oh, there's... No, there's the Varia suit. Okay, so it must have been some different suit that they had, because now they have Varia suit. Because that was in Tower Chamber. We saw it just now. Also, let me just quickly reapply the delay to BowMan so our streams are synced. There we go. Brilliant. And our wonderful tracker Op has managed to rejoin the server as well. Welcome back. BowMan is going to be scanning hints right now, which is interesting. BowMan, we did see during the cutscene. Yes, Op, everything is up to date. If there's anything missing from the tracker, that's my mistake. I did my best to keep everything updated. BowMan does not have that various suit though, so I don't know if I could say BowMan is ahead of JhavA, because that's one of the most important items. It's the most important item. Separating you from between the early and the mid game. Oh, and we're getting an artifact hint read right now. Coming in. Root Cave. Okay, that's an easy one. Tower of Light. Oh, thanks. I almost forgot about Grapple. PCA. Wait, Tower of Light was an artifact. Furnace. Transport Access. And Ruined Courtyard. Okay, PCA, that's pretty nasty. That's really the only bad hint, though. All the other ones are pretty much free. And JhavA might already have an artifact. I'm not sure. We'll find out when JhavA does their hint read, how many artifacts JhavA's got. He's going to be doing that now. And thanks again to our wonderful tracker Op, because I completely forgot that grapple beam was literally the first item in the game. Slipped my mind. Slipped my mind. Okay, thank you again. Do not put me on pizza. PCA, Furnace, Transport Access, Courtyard, Root Cave, and Tower of Light. Yeah, BowMan froze for me as well. We're just going to hope that resolves itself. I don't think that's on SpeedGaming's end this time. I guess, yeah, PCA is the worst one. Also, Transport Access is a little inconvenient since that's in kind of far into Fendrana. Vanilla Phazon suit would actually be really good this seed because we have a required artifact in PCA. So that would be right on the path. We have to go there anyways. And remember, we can't get our Phazon suit hint until we've gotten all of our artifacts and fought Ridley. So if it's on Inca Pirate, we don't need to worry about the hint at all. And, oh no, JhavA has not gotten any artifacts. That one in Tower of Light, yeah, we have to come back for that. JhavA did not manage to make the, apparently did not have the chutzpah to do the climb in Tower of Light. That's definitely a pretty hard one, so I definitely understand that. Nope, BowMan is back. That's the first artifact of the game. I kind of like BowMan's position here a bit more. There's the Verisue as well. Unless JhavA finds something really revolutionary in Transport Tunnel B, because we already know Root Cave is an artifact, so we can just come back for that later. Arbor Chamber might be something, but we don't have Plasma Beam, so that's not in logic. And I don't know, Arbor Chamber just usually doesn't end up being anything we need. Yeah, I apologize if I... Oh, there's the Morph Ball. Never mind. I take it back. Yeah, JhavA's got this. And if Magmor turns out to be the right play, that could be pretty huge. BowMan is going to have to leave Chozo because there's nothing else we can do without that Morph Ball. Gallery Tunnel, we need Morph Ball and bombs. To go like outside, to go like past the Ruined Shrine loop, past the Hive Totem loop, and go deeper into Chozo, we need the Morph Ball. And to go the other way, to go towards Ruined Fountain, we need the Morph Ball. So there's nothing else we can do. We just have to turn around and leave. We just have to go to the elevator, we'll go to Talon, and hope we find something in Magmor. Thankfully, there will be something in Transport Tunnel B. It is worth noting that JhavA did not appear to check Root Cave or Arbor Chamber. We obviously know we don't need to get Root Cave right this second, but Arbor Chamber could be something like the Boost Ball that BowMan gets some use out of, or maybe like a Power Bomb expansion. That seems the most likely to me in terms of things that could help right now. Because obviously there is that Power Bomb expansion in Upper Shrine, but we can't just go back and get that one whenever we want. That's kind of out of the way, given our current route. The seed has been kind of linear so far in terms of what we're expected to do, so straying off the beaten path is never a good idea. Since there's not like a lot of alternative plays that we can be making. So let me just try resyncing BowMan's stream. The delay actually changed a bit after that long frozen segment. BowMan will pick up the Morph Ball, and JhavA finds the Thermal Visor in Storage Cavern, which is a little interesting. Thermal Visor at this point in the seed. What is that telling us? We don't have super missiles yet, so that's not a Thardus indication. We do have that wave beam, though, so we are frighteningly close if we find super missiles, like in Lava Lake or something. Actually, we can't really go to Lava Lake because we don't have any bombs. We can't actually break the little barrier. We just have to turn around and go back, probably to the Talon elevator. Actually, no, there aren't any grapple points in Twin Fires Tunnel, are there? No, we can't do that. And we don't have a Spider Ball. Yeah, back to Chozo, I guess. I do think that although JhavA is ahead in terms of like following the chain, BowMan's 2 artifact advantage is definitely meaningful. I think they're a lot closer than it might look like they are. Just because BowMan doesn't have to go back and get those again. Whereas JhavA absolutely does have to do quite a bit of backtracking. Now, we're probably still going to Ruined Shrine anyways for the Power Bomb expansion. So it's not really going to hurt as much to go back to Tower of Light, but potentially spending some time there could actually hurt a lot. Yes, to get to Ruined Fountain, the big requirement is the Morphing Ball. It's possible to get up to the door, to the hallway that leads to Ruined Fountain, with nothing but just your basic loadout. The issue, the problem, is that in like that tunnel before Ruined Fountain, that tunnel has basically a little passageway where there's a bunch of roots blocking your path, and you have to use the Morph Ball to go under them. That's the reason that we couldn't go there earlier. That's the thing that was blocking us off. But now we can absolutely just follow the route from Main Plaza to Ruined Fountain. Warrior Shrine is just a missile expansion. BowMan's not going to be happy about that. I gotta wonder, out of the people in chat, who thinks that we need that thermal visor? Who thinks that's going to be something that the logic expects us to use versus just a random item? And we think that that's going to be useful? So what do we think it's going to get used for? That's the question, because there's a few different places. There's obviously the Thardus use case. There's the power conduits in Frigate. There's a few other places. What is everyone's grand theory right now for what that thermal is going to do? Just a missile expansion in Frigate Crash Site. So yeah, we have to go back to Chozo to continue making progress. That's the only direction we have left at this point. JhavA could alternatively go up and do Arbor Chamber out of bounds, but that's obviously completely out of logic. Out of bounds is never in logic. That's not a logical setting that we have available to us. Actually, there might be like a special case for Arbor Chamber, but as a general rule. And that's a Thermal Visor for BowMan now, who is going to likewise be forced to return to Talon. The big thing with Thardus is that we need either super missiles to destroy the thing covering up the power conduit, or we need the items to actually go around. So we would need the boost ball for Observatory. I don't think Observatory dashes in logic with these settings. It's a bit of a difficult dash. I could be wrong there. Oh, for main quarry, that's a good point. But we would need the boost ball as well as the ice beam to actually open the door at the back of the labs. I just don't know if Observatory Dash is in logic or not with these settings. If it is, then we have the items when we just need Ice Beam. BowMan trying to hit the grapple point is instead getting locked onto the Magmor. That's definitely not great. And for those of you who don't know, that's what the Magmor caverns are named after. It's those big dragon worms. Those are called Magmors. I'm sure most of you who played this game already know that, but first power bombs for JhavA. Let's see what they unlock for us in this lower item. Just a missile expansion. That's still respectable. That's still something. And JhavA is going to opt to try and do Tower of Light now. I don't believe we have quite enough missiles if we wanted to do it vanilla. I might be misremembering the count. I thought it was like 40. It might be not. It might be like 24 or something. I don't remember the number. 36. Thank you very much, Baja Blood. We are 2 missiles short of doing this in the intended method. We could theoretically get like a refill while the room is still loaded. JhavA also wastes a missile there, so now we're 3 short. That's true. That it does make it a little easier. Still, this is going to be a huge amount of time for BowMan to catch up. BowMan isn't delaying at all. We are already in the elevator up to Chozo. BowMan has routed this so much more cleanly. We don't get the item under landing site, because we know that's a missile. We got to check that early in the game. Presumably both of our runners took the opportunity to look and see what that item was. And we also aren't bothering with Frigate Crash Site. It's one item. It doesn't connect to anything cleanly, because we don't really want to go to the back of Chozo with its item set. That elevator connection doesn't do anything for us, so going Frigate Crash Site into the FCS climb does not work very well at this stage of the game. We want to have Ice Beam. We want to have Plasma Beam if we can. We want to have some more items. We want to have that Spider Ball. We want to have, we'd like to have some stuff. And we don't have a lot of stuff, so we're just not going to do that right now. This means that BowMan is right here, right on JhavA's tail, with an artifact surplus. And we're going to get this item right now, too. There are moments apart. BowMan does have to be a little careful of the health. We have 74 energy right now, so play a little cautious. We do have that Very Suit, though. That is giving us a 10% damage reduction. Yeah, you can see both of our runners are heading in the direction of Ruined Shrine. JhavA just passed it, heading to Magma Pool. This is sort of the big item. The issue is that I don't know if JhavA has a Power Bomb. Oh, thankfully we did get a pickup. That only gives us a missile expansion, though. But the Wave Beam is the item that I'm really interested, because that opens up TCA to us. This could be a really, really important item. And it is. That's the Boost Ball. JhavA read that. But so did BowMan, and BowMan did not go to Frigate. That said, BowMan also does not have a Power Bomb. We know that that's just a missile behind the door, but BowMan does not. BowMan, you're not going to check Training Chamber? You're not going to check it? You're just going to leave it? BowMan. I don't like that. I didn't see BowMan check it, though, is the thing. I think JhavA might have checked it, but BowMan just left it. We're not even thinking about Training Chamber right now, I guess. That seems like an odd decision to me, though. I would have checked it. Because you don't need to commit to anything to check it. Maybe BowMan isn't bothered by it and is planning to come back with a Power Bomb later anyways. That might be the case, but even then, I don't like it very much. BowMan playing really smart here, playing heads up, deciding to get a save here. I would do this. Getting a save here is a really, really good idea. Even if we don't ultimately make the Zoid pivot, the energy refill and the assurance that we will not lose progress is more than worth it. And there's our bombs. So we won't be making a Zoid pivot play. Bombs for BowMan as well. I didn't see what JhavA saw on this item. Maybe it's like an energy tank or something. Oh. No, that's our supers. I think that's Thardus. That's got to be Thardus, right? What else could that be pointing us to? We already know the tree is dead. We already know that's completely dead and gone. Not coming back. The tree is just an energy tank. What do the super missiles do? It has to be Thardus. It has to be Thardus. BowMan sees it as well. BowMan not going to get that right now. We're not liking the look of it. Maybe reconsidering? Maybe reconsidering? And we're going for it. We're going for it. We're a little worried about this water. It deals a lot of damage, so we try and enter as far out as possible, so we have to spend as little time in it as possible, but we managed to get it instantly. No problems, no issues, no struggles whatsoever. We just hop up, we grab the item, and we leave. We turn around and we leave. That's it. We're done. Let's go. There's a lot that could be going on with those super missiles. We do not want to leave them behind. BowMan, thankfully, does not have to make that tough decision. We just grab them and go. And there's the ice beam! Oh, no! I mean, oh yes, we already have the super, so that doesn't put Thardus into logic. Never mind. I was a little worried that was opening up a bunch of, like a huge can of worms, but yeah, we do need the ice beam anyway, so let's grab it. False alarm. That doesn't put Thardus in the logic. Thardus was already in logic. BowMan taking an additional save. Are we save warping? Surely not, right? This could be disastrous if we're save warping. Okay, no, we're staying in JhavA. We're staying in JhavA. Good, good. I was worried. Oh yeah, we are a Spring Ball. That was... I forgot to mention that earlier, just because the opening of this race was so frantic. Our runners have both agreed to enable a Spring Ball. That's... Nobody's cheating, don't worry. There hasn't been a mistake. Sandris316 asks, tree check? Question mark. We did check the tree using the camera clipping. The tree just has an energy tank, so we don't need to come back for that. Oh, BowMan is deciding not to do Incinerator Drum. That's gonna really bite. That's really gonna hurt. Instead, we're hopping up to do the Vault Loop. I don't even know if I can call this a loop. It's pretty small, and it doesn't really loop. What is the item in Vault? I didn't see it. That's a Power Bomb expansion. Tempting, but no. Because we are out of Power Bombs right now, we could use an expansion. That could be helpful. Yeah, I don't think that bailing here on Chozo is necessarily the wrong move. BowMan even has that save, that perfect pivot save. At any point, if we don't like what's going on, we press, for me it's the delete button on my keyboard, resets the game, and then we're back at that save station and we fight Zoid right away. Artifact of Wild, Lower Furnace for JhavA. Up to 2 artifacts now. We also get to finally check Lava Lake, because we didn't get to look at that earlier. Just a missile expansion. Not important. Alright, I just needed a moment to catch my breath after that excitement. Let's see where our runner's heading now. JhavA is going into Hall of the Elders now. BowMan is presumably going to check Upper Fiery Shore and then head to Fen. No, we're just going to go straight to Fen. We're not going to bother with that Powerbomb check right now. Oh, reconsiders? No. Go defend. Crossway apparently had some minor item. There's X-ray visor. That was one of the items that we were looking for. Remember, one of our artifacts is in PCA, so we still have to defeat the Omega Pirate. And for those who are less familiar with Prime, you do actually need the X-ray visor to defeat Omega Pirate. That's the only thing in the entire game that we 100% need the X-ray visor to do. The invisible platforms, they're still there when you can't see them. You can just you can remember where they are, or you can use essentially tactics to suss out where they're at. Those don't require X-ray visor. The Shadow Pirates also don't require X-ray visor. You can still attack them while you can't see them. Nothing else requires X-ray visor. All of the power-ups that are behind walls, where you can only see them, see that they're there with X-ray visor. If you just know that they're there ahead of time, you can already go get them. Omega Pirate, though, does not have any hurt boxes until you equip the X-ray visor. You literally cannot harm them in any way, shape, or form. It's the only thing in the entire game that we need the X-ray visor for. The thermal visor, thankfully, you don't need that for anything. You can do everything with the thermal visor, just fine without it. The power conduits, you can still hit them if you aren't in thermal visor. It's just that you can't target them. And that's really the big thing with thermal visor's use case. And you know, obviously, labs backwards is a little tough without thermal visor, but it's just dark rooms. That's all there is to it. Is it fun? No. Is it doable? Obviously, yes. The other big thing is that we really like to have our visors for final bosses. Again, not required in the slightest, but it makes the fight a lot easier because Metroid Prime Essence becomes invisible unless you have the right visor equipped. And Essence moves around a lot, very, very fast. She can go all over the room very quickly, and it's very easy to lose track of her. So having the visors for that part of the fight makes things a lot simpler, makes things a lot smoother, a lot easier. Just a missile expansion in Life Grove Tunnel. That looks like a power bomb expansion on Chapel of the Elders, so we're not really going to go get that. That's really not worth our time. That's a boss fight we don't have to sit through. Really more of a mini boss, but same difference. And nothing but missiles in the Life Grove. JhavA gets the free power bomb drop off of that enemy. That enemy always drops a power bomb because you're expected to use power bombs in that room. It's a nice little failsafe in case you're out of ammo. It's Prime normally isn't very generous with ammo, but that's one of the like 2 or so locations off the top of my head where you get a free power bomb drop. The other one obviously being that tunnel connecting the Magmore to the Face on Mines elevator, which is normally blocked by some... is it Bendesium in Prime, or is that... I think that might be Echoes. Whatever it's called. But one of the enemies nearby will always drop a power bomb if you're low on them. There's actually a bit of a strat where you hit that enemy, where you shoot that enemy from the wrong side of the barrier. Oh, Central Dynamo has a power bomb drop, apparently. Yeah, it's still Bendesium in Prime. Okay, thank goodness. What's that in Canyon? That looks like nothing. Or is it? No, that's Spider Ball. It just looked very blue. I'm not used to it looking that shade. But that's our spider ball for BowMan. So it turns out that going to Fendrana wasn't a total waste. If Upper Dynamo has something, this could potentially make it all worthwhile. This could make it all worthwhile if that's, our Plasma Beam or our Phazon suit or something. That could be huge. BowMan definitely is at a disadvantage, but neither runner has already lost. Neither runner has already won. Nothing here is locked in by any stretch of the imagination. Both of our runners have some pretty huge opportunities to make things work. BowMan a little conflicted. Oh wait, remembers to check the eyes. That's all we're doing. Just a missile expansion. Ruined Courtyard, we already know it's going to be one of our artifacts, so we have to come this way eventually anyways. Struggles with the bomb jump a little bit, but we managed to get it pretty quickly. That's artifact number 3 for BowMan. Artifact number 3. Now we're going to do some standable here. You can actually stand on that little post, and then on this rock. That saves a lot of time dealing with the stupid puzzle in this room. You can still get knocked off by the enemies that circle around that tower, but it's not too common to have that happen. A BowMan decides, you know what, I found that spider ball. We should probably make a save. We don't need that pivot save in JhavA anymore, because we're going to have to come this way anyways. I'm not redoing this. Let's just take a save here. And that'll be a wonderful new pivot save in case Labs turns out to be junk. And we are, of course, going to Labs first. We're not just going to rush down Thardus for no reason. We are going to exhaust our possibilities, even if a lot of signs are pointing towards Thardus. And thankfully we can do everything in Labs. We can do... Normally, Research Lab Hydra has a habit of getting left behind. But that's not going to be happening this race, because we have super missiles. Artifact of Truth obtained by JhavA. That was in Root Cave. And now we're going to be seeing the Arbor Chamber out of bounds for, I believe, this is the first time the game we've seen it. I could be wrong there, though. Let's see here. Now, it's worth mentioning that BowMan does not have the Ice Beam, so that means that when we get to the back of Pirate Labs, we will have to turn around and leave if there's something that we like, or we will have to save warp out at the Observatory save station, which is quite a trek back from Research Core. This could be problematic for a number of reasons. This also means that if we want to go to late Fen, we just have to come back later, which is not ideal. JhavA will not have to make that decision if JhavA ends up coming to Labs. We'll have the option to just head out the back using that Ice Beam to open the Ice Beam door and go to the rest of Fen. BowMan has no such luxury. So far, we haven't really seen anything of note. We have another item here in Observatory we'll get to look at the top of the room. First, we want to deal with these pirates. I would really recommend using missiles, but I understand that BowMan wants to save them. I prefer using the quick missiles on the pirates. You know, tap, tap, 2 missiles, dead pirate. You don't have to worry about aim. You don't have to worry about timing it, because the missile tracks. And we are going to go for the Observatory dash now. Normally, you're supposed to use some boost spinners at the bottom of the room to activate the Observatory platforms and stuff, and it makes the room light up. It's all very, very cool. That's main power bombs in Observatory. We kind of want those. Not strictly necessary, but if we don't end up like just completely warping out, yeah, we want that. BowMan, now that we have an item that we want to keep, is going to take a save here instead. We still might end up save warping out, but we'll get to keep the power bombs if we do. JhavA, meanwhile, is only just now heading for the place. Fendrana Canyon. Or Fendrana Drift, I should say. Canyon is just one room in Fendrana. One thing JhavA will be able to do is check the item on Upper Fiery Shore, which we didn't get to see from BowMan, because BowMan didn't want to go get it. If this is something BowMan could potentially be getting screwed over pretty badly here, that would not be very good news for BowMan, if this is like something we need. If this is Plasma Beam right here, that could be show over. And it's nothing. Womp womp. BowMan continues to be in a good position. Not the best position. JhavA has more items, but a good position. A position that's very workable and that could very easily lead to success. We managed to get the fight skip just fine. We don't have to do the big pirate fight. And we get the item without too much fuss, which doesn't turn out to be anything we want, but it's still nice. We have a few more items. We have 2 more in this next room called Research Lab Aether. And then we have a final item in Research Core that we can check. If all of those are junk, we will reset the game, return to that save station we just saved at a minute ago, and then probably either leave labs to go to Thardus or just save warp out completely. If there is something important, we will have to grab it, turn around, and walk. Okay, that's 1 missile, an energy tank. There's 1 item left, and it's on Research Core. Do we have to go through labs in the dark? Is that our fate? Missile expansion, and we reset. And we reset. BowMan, reset your game. Okay, there we go. JhavA is going to be checking plasma processing, which BowMan also did not get to look at due to a lack of beams. Plasma processing, though, doesn't yield anything of worth for JhavA. That's not going to pay off, unfortunately. Alright, BowMan is re-entering the game, and BowMan is, of course, going to take a save warp immediately, I would imagine. Again, it is possible that they decide to backtrack through labs just to go do Thardus, but I would consider that a strange decision to make. Yeah, we're going to save warp. BowMan is not heading right for Chozo though. That could potentially prove disastrous. I'm stripping over my words there. We're going to Magmore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not what we want to do. That's not good. Oh, no, no, no. Don't go that way. That's not a good way to go. That is not a way that will reward you with progress and items. That is a path of misery and suffering. We might see BowMan check some Magmore checks and then immediately reset and do another save warp. That's possible. But I don't think that's what we're going to see. I think we're going to see a Mines. Wait, no, that doesn't work without ice speed. Never mind. What are we going to see? I'm trying to think about what BowMan's play is here. BowMan does not check plasma processing. Is this a workstation play? Or do we really, really just want to go to Qmon? This might be marginally faster than going to backwards through labs, 2 Thars, and then to workstation. A marginally faster way to look at all 3 of those items. But I'm not sure if that's the case. I would need to think about that. It does mean that we get to use this save station, though. BowMan is making good use of save stations this seed. I really do like to see that. If JhavA finds anything in Parfen, though, that could be disastrous for BowMan. BowMan really has to hope that this doesn't have anything. If there's anything in high security here, okay, there's nothing. And we can't check storage, unfortunately, because we don't have plasma beam. We can't check storage cave. Okay, Qmon, item number 2. It's an energy tank. Does not inspire confidence. Okay, we still have some more items that JhavA can check. We're looking at Frost Cave right now. But apparently it wasn't anything important. Oh wait, no, that's not Frost Cave, that's a different room. That's the room before Gravity Chamber, never mind. I am a stupid, silly man. I'm a completely fake Metroid Prime fan. Upper Gravity Chamber is a missile. Lower is... I can't see it. Looks like an energy tank. No, it's gravity. It's vanilla! No way! No way! Oh no! Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Vanilla gravity. No! Why? Hunter Cave. Thank you, Amagini. I want to say that I forgot that name, but I don't think I ever knew it. And I'm the one who wrote the logic for this. I'm the one who added all the connections to those doors when we were very first putting together the Randomizer DB for Randomania. I put that together for most of Fendrana, and I don't know what that room is called. Baja Blood says, it's easy to remember. Hunter Cave is the one without the Hunter Metroid. Kappa. So true. So true. Honestly, yeah, it seems pretty likely that it was a genuine mix-up with the room names. I don't see how they would have done it on purpose. Surely it has to be an accident. Or maybe like somebody went around like balancing rooms and was like, "Oh, I guess I'll just remove this Metroid in Hunter Cave because that Metroid is really inconvenient," and then just never realized that a room name change would be needed. That's completely possible. I think it's, or that they just got, again, like you mentioned, just mixed them up between the two rooms and they got swapped somehow. JhavA is now going to be doing labs. We've already seen labs, so we can watch BowMan for a while, I think. It turns out that Far Phendrana... Oh, no, nothing on Thardis. That is bad news. Reset the game? Reset the game. Oh boy, that's bad for BowMan. BowMan must be feeling like absolutely rotten right now. Feeling not good about the way that this seed has been treating them. JhavA, meanwhile, is going to be not very enthused about what he finds in labs, but we're at least going to see those main power bombs, which are a pleasant surprise before we go into mines. And remember, we do have to go into mines this season since we have the artifact and PCA to deal with. Ice Beam was on Zoid, or rather it was on the back of Burn Dome. Oh, that's true. JhavA doesn't have Spider Ball yet. BowMan found the Spider Ball in... what was that? Phendrana Canyon. That's where we found Spider Ball. So it's going to be a while before JhavA sees that. That does mean BowMan could potentially make a comeback if there's something in Upper Dynamo. Or if there's something in Upper Furnace that we can grab. If either of those two items is something that we want, that's going to be pretty good for BowMan. BowMan would be quite happy about that. That gravity suit, though, is also a potential specter hanging over our heads. If there's something in frigate, if there's something in a sunken frigate that we really want, that gravity suit differential could come back to bite BowMan. Yeah, good point. The Spider Ball also makes it much easier to do early wild if we decide to go to Sun Chamber. It makes it almost trivial, in fact, compared to the bombs strat, which I don't imagine a lot of our runners this tournament would know. We are going to Sun Chamber. I think this route's really nicely because then you can go up to Sun Chamber, go through Sun Chamber, and then go back down the other side, and you're in Arboretum, and then you're right next to all of the Zoid stuff. That actually plays really nicely. That's actually a really solid route. Yeah, we're going to be going in backwards as well, which makes the fight with Flagra just a little bit faster. That War Wasp tries to intercept our super missile, but it's still in the radius of the thing that we were trying to blow up. So that doesn't turn out to cause us any major issues. And now that's the gate open. We can go. Oh, it gets knocked off. That's never good, but it's not the end of the world. A lot of War Wasps in this room. Hopefully they don't follow us up too far. It is usually pretty doable to get up without them screwing you over, but they can on occasion give you some trouble. Take a moment to refill our energy. We were almost full anyways, so I don't think that was too necessary. I wouldn't have done that myself, but it's never a bad idea. Now, the thing about the Flagra fight is that the trigger to start the fight and to actually kind of fully spawn in Flagra is actually in front of the start of the room. But the bomb slots that you destroyed to damage Flagra, they're just there when the room is created. We unfortunately seem to miss that one, which is no good. Artifact of Warrior for JhavA, that was in Ruined Courtyard. There's 2. There's 3. Thank goodness for cutscene skip. And there's 4. Oh, we missed, unfortunately. We have to do that one again. Oh, no, wait, we got it, we got it. Never mind. And now we're going to quickly do Early Wild again. We do get a missile refill. Thanks to chat. I forgot about the missile drops from those crates. I thought they just always give bolters. And we just have to go a little bit down. BowMan goes a little extra far just to be safe. JhavA, meanwhile, acquires the Spider Ball finally from Ruined Canyon. Thankfully, we have super missiles, but BowMan does not have X-ray, so we will have to keep track of the ghosts ourselves. Gets dazed a bit by those shots. 1 ghost down. 2 ghosts down. Oh, almost. On top of the flower? Ah, no, too late. And there we go. Now we're going to hop up to the flower, hopefully get in position. It is just a missile, though. 2 missiles on Sun Chamber, so that's not end up panning out at all. Other way, BowMan, other way. You want to go to Arboretum, right? Maybe BowMan isn't comfortable with the jump. The bomb jump to get over the gate. That could be possible. BowMan, it turns around. Apparently we are. That was just a bit of an honest mistake. That happens. The easy way to remember is to look at the map in the mini map, because we haven't actually gone through that other hallway. It's still blue. That could be a good trick to just keep your bearings. Whereas the hallway that we were just coming from was orange, because we had already explored it. And now you can either bomb jump over the gate, which BowMan almost gets, or you can alternatively use the boost ball to boost through this gate. Specifically, the boosting only works from the back, but you can bomb jump over it from either side. Oh. Nah. BowMan's struggling a bit with this. Alright, and we're free. BowMan was soon to receive that Ice Beam, and potentially some other treats in Upper Dynamo. We need to see what's in Upper Dynamo. We need to see now. We already got watery hall access. We don't gotta worry about that. Just keep moving. We've already been here. The only item we want, the only item we care about right now, BowMan, is upper dynamo. After we see that, I'm gonna go get up and get some cola. Because who boy am I thirsty. JhavA gets briefly frozen by the baby she-goths. Oh, and it's just an energy tank at the top of Dynamo. Big loser, big loser. That's not what we want to see. Maybe Upper Furnace is a winner. We'll find out when I get back. Alright, I'm back. I mentioned earlier that you can boost through it on the backside. Yeah, that's something that you see pretty often. This is something that is a lot more common with elite research. The barrier at the top of the room, if you come in from the back... Oh, by the way, BowMan just got the ice beam. Finally, thank goodness for them. Quite good news. But the barrier at the top of elite research is only properly solid from one side, so if you come at it from the back, you can just boost through it. If you keep boosting over and over, eventually you build up enough speed that you just kind of clip through it. It's sort of like Mario 64, where the game isn't properly taking away your speed when you're running up against the back of these obstacles. The gate at the top of Arboretum is the same way. It's just less common to boost through it because some people are more comfortable with the bomb jump. Which makes sense, because the bomb jump is something that you can do from both sides, right? So people are used to the bomb jump because they have to get in to Sun Chamber from the front, right? But I definitely prefer the boosting method. It's a lot easier for me. There's a lower margin of error. As long as you keep boosting, you make it through eventually. It's not an issue. Not to mention, you can see that BowMan was getting like stuck on parts of it where they were immobilized. That can interfere with your bomb jumping, and it only happens at that backside. Thankfully, JhavA has a lot of missiles, so even though we don't have the plasma beam, even though we're not that lucky, the super missiles will make this fight with Thardus a lot more simple. BowMan finished this up with Zoid. Just a missile expansion on Zoid. We already know that Farfen is mostly a waste of time. We still have to do transport access, but we don't have Plasma Beam to do that anyway, so we have to come back to Farfen later, no matter what. There's no getting around that. BowMan, I think you already checked Lower Furnace. Oh no, we didn't. That's fourth artifact. Color me corrected. Artifact of Wild obtained for BowMan. We have the spider ball, so we can get up this track without doing any shenanigans. There are ways with that specific spider track to get up, even if you don't have the spider ball. But it's those usually aren't worth the effort. Upper Furnace. Check Upper Furnace. BowMan, Upper Furnace? Have we not seen this before? Ah, that looks like a missile expansion. That's nothing. Doesn't look like anything in Crossways. Oh, that's true. Have we seen the antechamber? I think JhavA would have checked antechamber. I'm pretty sure we've already seen antechamber. Because I remember JhavA was very, very much in Hall of the Elders a little bit ago, and there's no reason JhavA would have been at Hall of the Elders without Ice Beam, because we got Ice Beam on, so I... Yeah, thanks. Antechamber was in this one. I knew it. Yeah, it could still be in Frigate. We have that Gravity Suit, and that Gravity Suit should be in Logic. We might need that. We might need that. I never realized that the auto turrets could blow up those crates. I never noticed that. Like, you saw one that was shooting at JhavA, and it blew up like one of the props. That's kind of interesting. I feel like I probably should have noticed that sooner. Huh. Is JhavA taking a save? Yeah, we're going to the save. I wonder what for. Fun fact, this save station is one of 2 rooms in the game that you cannot start in. Those bars that you see, I don't know if this might have been patched, but you actually couldn't scan the scan post to open those bars from the other side. And because you always spawn, if you get like save stations at your spawn room, you always spawn in the save station, so you would be just stuck there. It's possible that they fixed this since I was working on Randomizer. The other one was Piston Tunnel, I believe, because it's just entirely a Morph Ball room, and the spawn point for that is inside the Morph Tunnel. So it would spawn you standing up, and you would be start the game clipped out of bounds. There's also some issues with the Mines Missile Station, where the spawn point for that room that was defined in the files is just way out of bounds, like at 0, instead of being actually inside of the room. But I think that one was fixed. I think they already fixed that one so that you just spawn inside the room normally. I haven't worked on starting location stuff in a long time, though, so that might all be outdated. You might be able to start in all of those rooms now. JhavA is going to Frigate. It's not an hydro access tunnel. BowMan doing the complicated, like, bomb jump to get up there. We still have to go down to the bottom, though, if we want to get that item. We have 2 more items in Frigate. We have Biohazard Containment, and we have Cargo Freight Lift to Deck Gamma. Biohazard Containment is the worst. Is the worst of the 2 items, because we really don't want to go there without Gravity Suit. It's really, really hard. And that will mean that BowMan will pretty much have to go to Gravity Chamber and get that item. Alrighty, we're here. Biohazard Containment. And it's an energy tank. It's nothing. It's nothing. Now, Cargo Freight Lift to Deck Gamma is the last item remaining. We would normally want to have Gravity Suit here to go to the Cargo Freight Lift to Deck Gamma, but we don't need it. We don't need it at all. It's completely illogical to get this item without Gravity Suit, the upcoming item that we're about to get. Because you only ever move down up until that point in Frigate, which is completely doable in Gravity Suit. You can move down as much as you like. It's just very hard to gain height. And this is kind of like the point where the game is like, okay, you've had your fun in Frigate, now go find the Gravity Suit. It will actually cause a warning to pop up saying, hey, bozo, wrong way. If you don't have the Gravity Suit. Unfortunately for JhavA, Frigate is complete dead end. There's nothing there that we want. The items that we're looking for must be in mines. There's no other explanation. So BowMan is still in this. I think it's a very unlikely path to victory, but still possible. We still haven't done final bosses yet. We still haven't done Omega Pirate yet. There's a lot of room there for mess-ups. A lot of room there for mistakes. BowMan, don't do it. Don't do it, BowMan. BowMan comes to their senses and turns around. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Has anyone done Gallery Tunnel? Somebody mentioned that in the chat. Amagini mentions Gallery Tunnel as a funny place for Plasma to be. Wouldn't that be funny? But I don't think we've seen Gallery Tunnel. It could be there. Both of our players have been putting it off. BowMan doesn't make that initial jump up, but it's going to be doing it back up from the save station ledge. Doesn't make it, but we have Fireball, so we just get back up easy peasy. That's one dead pirate. Nothing acquired. Womp womp. Nothing for you, JhavA, I'm sorry. Now I'm curious, will BowMan... No, surely not beeline straight into Lower Mines. That would be a very silly decision. I feel like we want to go through the full route. If I was in BowMan's shoes, that's what I would do. struggles to get up to the platform on main core, but we're up here now. Gravity was vanilla. That was in Gravity Chamber, which is in Far Fen. So we are still... it is not probable that BowMan will see that gravity suit this game. BowMan is considering it. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're going straight to the lower mines. I like this move. I like this move. This could be what BowMan needs. Oh no, changes the mind. BowMan, this is not the time to be playing safe. I'm sorry. You are... Oh, I would have gone that. That's not going to benefit BowMan in any way, shape, or form. That's not going to work. Yeah, at this point, I don't see a way for BowMan to get back in this unless it somehow actually is Gallery Tunnel, required item. Like if we get Phazon suit there or something ridiculous. And have Plasma in PMT, or... It would have to be an outrageous seed, though. And even then, I think JhavA's still in a good position to win. That would be like... The seed would have to throw a curveball that BowMan can take advantage of before I could consider a change of fortune. Ventilation Shaft had something. I was looking away for a second. Apparently, we really want what's in Ventilation Shaft. Oh boy. Oh boy, what is this? Is this Phazon suit? I didn't see a glow or anything from behind the grate. So, I think it... Oh no, that's Plasma Beam. That's Plasma Beam. JhavA has Plasma Beam. That's, Technically, we still need the Phazon suit, but no matter where that suit is, we are still in go mode, because we have everything we need. We're in, like, suit mode, I would say. We need that suit, and then we can win the game. It is worth noting that just 5 minutes ago, we had two SpeedGaming channels go live. On SpeedGaming 2, we have a Zelda 1 Randomizer, another episode of our championship bracket for the 2024 winter season. And on SpeedGaming 3, we see another Zelda 1 Randomizer match queued up at the same time. Again, started 5 minutes ago. Championship bracket round 1, game 3. Very interesting stuff. In an hour, we actually have another Metroid Prime match getting ready to start. Another Zelda 1 Randomizer match. And a Super Metroid plus Link to the Past tournament match. Or randomizer match. I don't think that's a tournament map. Which doesn't have a channel assigned to it yet. So definitely some interesting stuff going on in SpeedGaming right now that we're getting ready to wrap up our seed. The Powerbomb Maze only had an energy tank for us, so we didn't manage to get anything out of that. BowMan is very low on energy here, but should know to play safe. The Pirate might be giving us some trouble. The Wave Pirates could end it all here. This could be catastrophic. Okay, we get a kill. That's 10 energy there. Maybe some more off of the other one? No energy off of the other Wave Pirate. This could be a death. I want to tune in. I want to watch this. How do we deal with these power beam pirates? We freehand a super missile shot. But that does aggro the pirate. Okay, but we get the kill. We get the finisher. We attack these turrets from out of range. This could be deadly. We pick the item with X-ray. That looks like a beam combo behind the rock wall, which we aren't too interested in. Considering it. Oh. What are we doing? That's phase on suit. Phase on suit was an MQA. JhavA has the phase on suit. We are in full go mode. Now we just have to get our artifacts and complete the game. For those who don't remember, our artifacts are in transport access and PCA. After that, we will have all the artifacts we need. Doing a really stellar job avoiding damage. That felt really close for comfort, but we managed to defeat those power pirates. That's another nothing. No energy tanks. BowMan is persevering at low health. This has to be heart pounding right now. Thankfully that wave pirate there is not aggressive. BowMan is way too scared. We're going to go back. We're going to take a save at the main quarry save station. Hopefully the turrets do not hit us on the way there. That could be potentially disastrous. We really want this risk not to send us back. That would be horrible. We want to avoid that, if at all possible. Okay, we're safe. I'll switch back to JhavA now that that's resolved. We're just going through the fungal hall area. There's just a missile in the fungal hall. JhavA takes the ammo refill. This is the mine's missile station. I mentioned earlier rooms that we were having problems with, that where the default starting locations didn't work. That was one of them. If you if you use the prime practice hack and you set yourself to spawn in that room, it will spawn you way out of bounds, because that's just where the Retro developers positioned your spawn point for that room. Or rather, where they didn't position it, because it's just like at the origin, I believe. The origin, or the world origin, for those who don't know, is just the E000 position, where all of your coordinates are equal to 0. I don't remember for sure if it was just actually at the world origin, or if it was just randomly out of bounds, but I'm pretty sure it was at the world origin. What was that? That looks like a missile in MQB, but it might have been a beam combo. I will note that JhavA is taking the time to fight the pirates. Probably should not be doing that. Should probably just be moving. Those pirates in MQB, you should try and ignore them if you can. And JhavA has plenty of health to tank a few shots. That would not end our day. That would not ruin our run. We're actually coming in at the side here to get the manipulation on the Omega Pirate. This allows us to just force Omega Pirate to continue turning to face us without actually doing any of the attacks. If we manage to keep to the left here without letting Omega Pirate fully face us, then Omega Pirate will never do any attacks. Like that. Boom. Alright. I don't think... What? Did that hit? I'm not sure. That looked a little early. I'm not entirely sure if that was the right timing. Sorry, I know nothing about the OP fight, like, in terms of intricacies. All I know is that we force him to teleport back and forth between these two pools, because he doesn't want to teleport to the one that's closest to us. You see that JhavA is not at all concerned about Omega Pirate spawning behind him, because Omega Pirate actually, the code that governs its spawn or its pool movement mechanics will never put it in the one that's closest to you. It also doesn't want to put Omega Pirate in the pool that it was just in. So it will just go back and forth between those two pools that are not close to you. The one that's close to you, it will never go to. That's all that I know about Omega Pirate, unfortunately. And now that that fight's over with, we're just going to go to PCA. Processing Center Access, and grab our last artifact. Well, our penultimate artifact. We actually still have one more to go get in Transport Access. But that one isn't far away at all. We're going to take the elevator. We're going to climb Phazon Processing Center, which is the room that JhavA's in right now. We're going to go to the elevator that leads us to Magmore. And then we're going to go to Workstation, and then go from Workstation to the other elevator, which leads us back to near Thardis and Phendrana. Actually, it's a very short journey. And then we take that elevator to Transport Access, and then we find the closest save station, warp to start, and go do final bosses. I make it sound like a long process, but that's actually really not going to take us much time at all. We're already almost up Processing Center. We're halfway there. We just have to climb this bit of the rafters, which I promise does not take long at all. We are going to be using the spider track, though, which makes it take a little longer. Hopefully we deal with the turrets. There we go. I think that turret might just be a normal turret and not one of the, like, super turrets that we see in mines. Not sure. BowMan, meanwhile, acquires the plasma beam. And now we're already heading up. We're almost at Transport Access. This elevator takes us almost right next to it. It's very, very close to the last artifact that we need. It's right there. And... That's all of them. That's all 6. Now we save warp, we do final bosses, and we complete the game. BowMan, meanwhile, is still having some trouble here. The Phazon suit is in this room, so we have to go get it. BowMan can see it. Fun fact, you see that spider track? You don't need it at all. Even if you weren't doing what BowMan was doing and just jumping on top of it, even if you weren't doing that, you could still just roll through that track. You could technically, I think you might be able to fall out, but like, if you just move straight in the morph ball, you don't have to deal with that at all. Because it's perfectly level. It's not like you slide off or anything. But you could fall off the side if you were not careful. And we already took the save warp. Now we just have to go to the artifact temple. This is the room that takes the longest to load out of any room in the entire game, so we're going to be sitting here for a second. But thankfully it doesn't take that long to load. Here we are. Roll down, and Ridley fight. We have boost ball, so this fight is not going to take too long. The magic formula is that whenever we hit Ridley with the boost ball, basically due to some oversights in the way that the game determines damages, specifically Ridley not being immune to the boost ball like most other bosses, if we hit it with the boost ball, yes, this is one of the mentor races that we're currently watching. JhavA and BowMan are currently, I believe, talking with their mentors. Or should be. I don't think weeklies take place on, what is this, Monday? I think they're not, so this would be part of the mentor race. But once we hit Ridley with a boost ball, like so, you saw that like zap effect. That's Ridley just magically going into its final phase. It's sort of a cheat code that Retro doesn't want you to know. But this is just in the game. You can just do this. And now all we have to do is just quickly finish out the fight. The only issue with the boost ball thing is that we generally can't do that at the start of the fight. We have to wait for Ridley to land, which usually requires dealing some damage, getting a bit further in the fight. There is such a thing as flyby skip, but it's very difficult and not always consistent. That's Ridley. We have 2 more fights left to go. Both of them are with Metroid Prime, but Metroid Prime has like multiple forms that we have to fight, and each one has their own mechanics. I'll talk more about them once we get into the fight. We're just going to take a save here, possibly an ammo refill as well. There is an ammo station in the dentist's office, which is on the path to the final boss. And the reason we call this area the dentist's office is because it's full of teeth. We're just going to use a power bomb to destroy those Metroids so that they don't bother us while we're trying to climb up the room. Otherwise, those Metroids can knock you off and be all kinds of annoying. But we don't need their help to fall down here. This climb is not trivial by any stretch of the imagination. As you saw, JhavA there struggling with it a little bit. Just kind of sliding off there. I don't see that too often, but it definitely still happens to the best of us. 3 times in a row, not great. Might want to cut your losses and just climb the room vanilla now, and it looks like that's what JhavA is planning to do. We're just going to use the intended platforms to scale the room. KRAR is apparently not pleased with JhavA's performance there. This will give us a perfect opportunity to refill on our ammo, but JhavA isn't very interested in that. We have 93 out of 110 missiles. We don't really need the extra 17. It's not really particularly important to us. We can do just fine without it. I don't think JhavA would be willing to do exo skip. Like in this race, JhavA's actually done pretty well. I don't see a lot of reason to do it. Oh, because of the PB. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was a setup or something. I completely missed the nuance of that. I have no idea how exo skip is done. I only know we're going for exo skip when I see somebody messing with the Metroid. That's the only indicator I know. I'm not sure if that particular PB is meaningful. Again, I don't know anything about exo skip, except that it involves using the Metroid to click through the door frame. That's all that I know. JhavA does get hit by the beam from Exo, but we still have almost all of our health here. We took a save. We're not really at risk here. One of the orbs dropped some missiles, which could be nice, but we still have 59 left, 54 left. That's plenty. Since we only have supers right now, that's the only combo we're going to use. Yeah, Kira, no, we only have supers. We didn't manage to find any of our beam combos. I think we saw one of them in Upper Elite Research, possibly, but I don't know which one, since we just saw it with X-Ray. We'll get to see where our beam combos were once we get to the end credits, since we did miss all of those. Oh, we take some damage from the volley. And a swipe at heals number 12. The orbs are the most dangerous part. They deal a lot of damage. Taking another 20 damage just off of swipes. But again, JhavA is managing their health pretty well here. They're already on the sub-chamber floor. By no means are we in dire straits. And we also got a nice health refill from the orbs. So now we're already just 25 short of our maximum energy. We managed to get a refill, which is basically, yeah, we're going to win. Wait, did I say we were almost on Subchamber 4? I meant to say we were on Subchamber 4. Took a lot of sudden damage there, but we're still going to make it. That looked a little dicey, but JhavA had a ton of health, so that wasn't really going to endanger us too much there. Yeah, the fire orbs can be pretty nasty. All of the orbs are dangerous, but the fire orbs, I don't like them. And we get even more of a health refill here on Essence. Thanks to all of those things that Essence breaks at the start of the fight. We do have all of our visors, so finding Essence isn't going to be a difficult task at all. We're going to be able to do that pretty easily. It is still a bit tricky to both track Essence and also the pool's position and manage the attacks. That can still be a bit challenging. Almost there. And that's JhavA finished with a race time.gg time of 1 hour 47 minutes and 04 seconds. Congratulations to JhavA for winning the race. Now, BowMan hasn't tapped out just yet. We're very close to the end, so we might see them decide to fight final bosses. Or just grab the last artifact, at least. Actually, I think they already did grab the last artifact. Right? No, we were just coming from mines. We still have to go to Vendrana. And BowMan has decided to DNF. Thank you very much to our wonderful tracker, Op. She's been tracking this entire race. She's done a fantastic job, but now she has to leave to do the mentoring for one of our future tournament matches in half an hour. Hopefully I can get JhavA and BowMan into the call here. I already see JhavA. Hello, JhavA. Congratulations. Good job on the win.
Thank you very much.
Did you win your first round in Swiss as well?
I did, yeah. So this is, yeah.
That's 2 wins then. That's really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
And hopefully we can get BowMan in here in a second as well to talk about that incredible seed. What did you think of it?
First of all, shout out to my mentor, JhavA. They were great. Please follow them. So they told me from the start that they route really aggressively, so I was a little scared to see what that might entail. But I mean, his decisions did not steer me wrong. I mean, it was just good decision after good decision. Like bombs were
I don't think you ever went to Gallery Tunnel.
Nope, we didn't. We
Skip
abandoned
that.
that. We abandoned Flagra. I didn't even know it was in Vault.
Yeah, it was. No, I thought you saw a vault. It was a power bomb expansion or like a missile or something. It was something that you didn't need. I'm pretty sure you turned around to look at it though.
Maybe
I
I
just
did.
forgot about it.
Yeah, probably did. But yeah, definitely didn't see Gallery Tunnel. Didn't see Flagra. Yeah. So what was kind of the biggest factor with? I guess we can probably wait.
It was the
till
ice
we
beam
get it.
actually, because you actually didn't route that aggressively. BowMan routed even more aggressively and skipped Zoid, and that ended
Oh,
up really hurting.
yeah,
If BowMan didn't do that, I think they would have won.
yeah.
It was really close.
Yeah, because I told Nye from the start that I knew because I actually calmed Bowman's previous match, and their movement was really good.
Yeah,
So
they would have had you if they hadn't skipped Zoid. That's pretty much what
I knew that. So I knew that my routing was gonna have or my routing, Nye's routing mostly was gonna have to come up clutch, and it did. The only reason that we went for that ice beam too was because of that furnace artifact. So that was
And hello, that's Bowman joining the chat right now. What we were talking about is the Zoid play. That really was what decided this entire race because JhavA did
yeah.
not skip Zoid. Went to that pretty much right when they were supposed to.
I was saying that the only reason that we were tempted to go for that was because we were chasing that furnace artifact.
Dude, that's a good point. The lower furnace artifact.
So yeah, when did you finally find ice?
I think it was like 50 minutes in.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I definitely should have at least.
Yeah, they did labs before Ice Beam, so you can understand how painful that was.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what a gravity suit was?
No, I don't.
Vanilla, baby.
It was vanilla.
Vanilla gravity suit. And don't
Never
worry, there
would've
was nothing
checked
in
there.
Frigate. There was nothing in Frigate. It was just
Yeah.
expansions.
So once I found gravity, I was like, oh my gosh, like there's thermal led to nothing and boost led to nothing, by the way.
Yeah, boost didn't really go to anything.
When did
Unless you
find,
count main PBs.
Did you find boost quickly? Because we went for that very early and felt kind of ahead when we found that.
You
But
got it
then
at pretty similar times.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I got it like 20 minutes. 25.
Got it, yeah. I think we did too. Because yeah, we were feeling great after
You
finding
were like,
that.
a boost was in a TCA, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you got that like 2 minutes apart. I think Bowman got it second.
Okay, nice. Yeah,
Less
that
than
was
2 minutes.
yeah, that didn't lock anything other than PBs. So I guess it technically locked mines access. But yeah, thermal did nothing. X-ray didn't lock anything other than the artifacts.
Mhm.
Yeah, gravity didn't lock anything. It was a interesting seed overall.
Yeah, there was a lot of misdirection in that seed. There was a lot of pointing you to places you didn't need to go.
That
It
early
really
thermal
was.
just scared the crap out of me. Like that.
Yeah.
Did you end up fighting Thardus?
Both of you did. Because there
Okay.
was the thermal, and then there was the super
And
missiles.
then you got
And-
Spider Ball as well.
yeah.
And so it was
Yeah,
like,
so-
Everything was pointing to Thardus. And the early wave beam, too. Just the cherry on top.
Exactly, yeah. And so my previous race, we had bombs in Qmon. So I was like, oh boy, here we go again. Like, I probably will get Gravity or Spider to go get those. But then, yeah, we found them in Watery Hall, obviously. And then, what was... So, yeah, when we finally went to Fen after getting those bombs, we actually went in through the back. So we did
Gotcha.
Qmon, Farfen into backwards labs. Skipped
oh yeah,
Thardus.
because you had ice. I didn't have ice at that time.
Yeah,
Yes, that's absolutely... And that actually turned out to be pretty good for you, because besides the gravity suit, there wasn't anything in Farfen at all.
Yeah, I honestly, like, when we found nothing in there and in Life Grove, it was tough. Plus, I did.
Yeah, that had to have felt pretty bleak,
Yeah,
especially when you went to do frigate.
yeah, because labs was empty, and except for PBs, and
Yeah,
then
technically.
yeah, Spider was in early Fen in Canyon, and then um, was there anything else there? I don't think there was.
Not really.
Spider
There
and
wasn't.
Canyon. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, just Spider and PBs. So
I didn't
yeah,
even see any beam combos. There was a beam combo in Upper Elite Research, right?
um,
I think
no,
that was a missile.
it was a
Oh, okay, then
missile.
I misread that.
Yeah, there was I looked where Ice Spreader was, and it was in Storage Depot A, so there was
Oh, that's
no
fun.
way
It
I
was
was getting
plasma
that.
locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
What
way.
about the other two? Did you see?
I didn't look. I'll have to go back on the VOD, but
Oh, well.
flamethrower was way.
Oh, is that? I thought that was
That
a
was
missile.
Crossway, yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
that was
don't
a
know where
missile.
Wave Buster was.
I didn't find that one either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so the other big time loss that I took. So once we found ice, we went through.
Oh, wait, early on, there was Tower of Light, remember?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's Varia.
And no. Varia was in
Okay.
Tower Chamber. Tower of Light was an artifact.
yeah.
JhavA had to go back after getting the Varia.
Oh,
Right, yeah, I fell and I was like, I'll just skip it. I don't feel like doing the dashes. That was tough.
That had to hurt a little bit. You were still going back because you needed the lower item.
Yeah, that's
Once you
what I
got
was
more
thinking.
fall.
So I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I'll check it later. Um, but yeah, what I was gonna say was after we found ice, we went through all the others, found X-ray, went to Life Grove from there without main PBs. That was empty, and then Far Fen was empty, and then once we finally went into mines, um, we did we did PPC through Elite Research, or not Elite Research, Elite Control, skipped Vent Shaft, so we didn't find Plasma, and then pivot saved in Main Quarry, went through Frigate, and then Death Warp back, or well, Save Scum back. So that took another 5 minutes. So the entire time I was like, we're just so behind.
no, I felt behind because I was trying to do a lot of stuff that Schwarzkondi was teaching me, and it just wasn't working out, and so I was like, whatever.
Yeah, there were a lot of
But it was
pauses
no
on
way.
your end where you were standing still, and while you guys were presumably talking in the background. That
Yeah.
ultimately cost you a lot of time. You lost
What?
probably at least 2 minutes just to standing still.
Yeah, what also happened was actually, I think I disconnected, at least from the Discord for a second, so I had to get back
That was
on.
speed gaming, I believe.
Oh, that was speed gaming. Well,
Oh.
because
Because
even
it happened to me too, as the
Okay.
Oh
commentator.
no.
because Schwartz also like disconnected on the Discord, and so like when stream
Everybody
went
got
down.
kicked. Me, Op, you, JhavA.
Okay,
Oh no, that sucks.
so I had to pull my
At
stream
least
back up.
that did happen to you, right, JhavA?
I don't remember it happening. But
Were you not having your call in this Discord?
no, I was in the Prime server.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because there are calls in the Speed Gaming Discord is where you were supposed to be, I think. Because there's
Oh.
Runner Call 1, Runner Call 2, right?
Oh, that's what those are. Okay, because those are new. I think I just
I didn't see them earlier either. I think that might be new, actually. I might just be getting confused. I might be getting a little bit messed up right now.
got it. Okay.
I assume that's what that's for. I'm not sure. I'm not really. I'm not on the operations end of things very much.
That would make sense.
Any last lamentations about routing?
I've had
I
two
just-
really tough seeds so far. Sorry to interrupt you, BowMan.
No,
But
you're
yeah,
good. Go for it.
My two seeds so far. I've had bombs in Qmon and then ice on Zoid. Like, so this has been actually really helpful to have a mentor with me. I have no idea how this would have turned out without one. So shout outs to Nye and Schwartz as well. Please go follow them as well. They deserve those follows just as much as commentators, trackers, and us as well.
I was just gonna say that if I didn't dislike doing Zoid so much, I may have tried it, but other than that, like, I felt like it was pretty good. Definitely early thermal scared me a little bit.
Yeah, that was definitely
But
frightening.
Yeah, me
What
too.
about early X-ray? Besides, obviously, that being needed for PCA, were there any thoughts about early X-ray?
Relief.
Fair enough.
it's true.
That was such a great find, because that could be anywhere other than lower mines.
Yeah, like my last race, I last item I couldn't find X-ray. I was searching for X-ray for like half an hour, so I'm glad I did find it.
Oh, that's right. You had the workstation X-ray because I calmed your race.
Yep. So I quickly checked workstation just in case. And then luckily Phazon was in MQA like it was in my last seed. So it's kind of nice.
All right. With the routing discussion over, it would behoove me to mention that we have a race coming up in about 17 minutes on SpeedGaming 5. That will be Soaring Wyvern versus Reed Whaley. You can look at that
Ooh.
now. And for those of you who are part of our community already, we are looking for commentators. I'm thinking about doing that, but I'm kind of tired after doing this one.
Yeah, honestly, I could grab some food and probably do it.
Oh, that would be a lifesaver. Thanks, JhavA.
Yeah. I'll sign up right now. Why not?
Thanks. I was hoping to do some other work tonight, so I appreciate you
go
covering me
ahead.
there.
Yeah, let me just put my name down.
Awesome.
But yeah, I've actually really been looking forward to watching both of those runners, so this is going to be a great one.
Yeah.
All right. And speaking of SpeedGaming, if I just go back to their schedule, yeah, we have that Metroid Prime race in 17 minutes, or 16 minutes now. Additionally, let's see, there's going to be a Super Metroid one. Oh, wait, no, that got canceled. That's unfortunate. But we do have a Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 Winter Championship Bracket Round 1, Game 3, scheduled for SpeedGaming 4, which you can catch in 15 minutes or so. So definitely stay tuned on SpeedGaming. We're going to be. You should probably switch channel to the one that you want to see, but there's definitely a lot of stuff coming up that's worth checking out. In addition, you can check out our runners in the chat if it registers my command, or maybe not. Normally, when you type !R, it will the bot will post the links to you guys' Twitch channel. Do you guys stream on Twitch much?
Not much.
Not very often.
Okay, but I guess it isn't a huge loss. Oh well. Still, if the bot does decide to post those, you should probably drop them a follow anyways. They're pretty cool. And on that point, I think I've said everything I want to say. What about you guys? Any final comments?
GG's, man. That was a fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun seed.
It was really fun. I actually did have a good time.
Yeah, me too. That was fun.
All right, and on that note, I guess I'll see you guys next mission.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.